Welcome to beautiful Denver. It was sunny, I swear, about 2 minutes ago. We're going to do it. There's a tornado. Look at the mountain weather. Thank you for joining us today for our Stepping Out to Cure Scleroderma adventure. And it's going to be an adventure with this weather for sure. My name is Maria, and I am the Executive Director of the Scleroderma Foundation's Rocky Mountain Chapter. And I have here with me today Sandee, who needs no introduction. She actually started the chapter 20 years ago and has served tons of different roles over the years. She currently helps out on our national board and she serves on our chapter board, but most importantly, she's my right hand.
Thanks, Maria. Most of the Scleroderma Foundation walks across the country take place every year in June because of Scleroderma Awareness Month. But this year, it's especially important to connect because of the pandemic, so thank you for joining us. There are many ways you can spread awareness this time, and we'll share some today.
We really are so excited to be taking baby steps towards normalcy here in Denver, and we're so happy that we're able to connect with you. Our walks are really our once-a-year time to spread awareness and come together as a community. You know, and coronavirus just changed how we do everything almost overnight. Our walks was originally scheduled for today. We would have gone down to the Clement Center Park right now with 325 of our closest Scleroderma friends. But instead, we're just trying to connect virtually and do a little program for you today so you can learn about our chapter and all the wonderful things that we do.
As you mentioned, we're bringing you all together today because today would have been our 16th annual Stepping Out to Cure Scleroderma walk in Denver, and tomorrow our 10th anniversary walk in northern Colorado. So we're glad you're here virtually today with us since we won't be there in person. We're grateful for all those who have registered and signed up so far. We have 17 teams signed up as of today, and we are $17,000 raised from those teams toward a $50,000 goal. Yay, we're on our way. Yeah. So some of our top teams that have joined us are Team MR, who has raised $26,000 as of today. Oh, guess what? That's my team. In honor of, named in memory of my mother, who was known affectionately by her friends and family as MR. Miss you, Mom, so much. In second place, pretty close behind, is Sal's House, who has raised, here comes the ring. Yay, perfect timing. Sal's House, who has raised $2,400 so far, and Rena's Rebels at $2,200, not too far behind. So it's not a competition. That's not what it's about. It's really about just raising money for Scleroderma. So please donate if you can. Team MR.
Right. So why are we raising money? Why are we here? What does the Scleroderma Foundation do? Our mission is support, education, and research. And we have some of our support group leaders here today who want to share with you what they do. And first, we're going to introduce via video our newest support group leader, Sara Clement. She is just a ball of energy, and I know she's going to take our Colorado Springs support group to the next level.
Hi, my name is Sara Clement, and I just became the leader of the Southern Colorado Scleroderma support group. And unfortunately, we only had one face-to-face meeting before COVID happened. So I'm really excited to be a part of this moving forward, and it's been such a joy to get to know Maria and the whole crew up in Denver as I learn all about this amazing group and foundation. My mother was diagnosed with scleroderma a little bit over a year ago, and she has a really aggressive case of it, and her life has changed so much over the last year. But the more we know, the more I feel like I can help her. So this has been such a great opportunity for not only me, but my family too. I hope to meet some of you sometime soon, and I hope you're enjoying the start of summer.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining us today. A special welcome to you, Sara. We're so delighted that you joined the support group leader program. It's a wonderful experience. I am Parr, and I am one of the board members of the Rocky Mountain Region Scleroderma Foundation. And I really joined when I got to find out about scleroderma because my best friend's daughter, Sandee, was diagnosed with scleroderma in 2011. a few years later, she came to me and asked if I would be interested in serving on the board. And I was. And shortly after Sandee's diagnosis, my cousin Ann was diagnosed with scleroderma in Washington State. And then shortly after that, my friend Alan called me from Texas, and his sister in Austin was diagnosed with scleroderma. And then at work one day, I was talking about scleroderma to a peer, and a lady walked in from the accounting department and she said, "My mother has scleroderma." So it really made me step back and think, I really need to learn something about this disease because I really didn't know anything about it. And thanks to Sandee, who has become a wealth of knowledge, she has really helped me to learn about the disease and to work with the support group with her leadership. I really am totally impressed with the members of the group because they are such positive people and they are so sick and they never give up. It's just amazing. It's a great experience. And I really can't tell you enough how important it is that you help us to spread the word about scleroderma. If you know us or you know someone who has scleroderma, please help us let the world know about scleroderma because it is a rare disease. We struggle to raise funds for research for the disease. Next, I'm going to bring you Sandee, who's in the dialysis room getting her dialysis today while she's waiting for her kidney transplant. Thank you for joining us today. Oh, I have to tell you about my shirt. When they asked us to wear a scleroderma shirt to do this short film thing, I didn't have a scleroderma shirt. So I took 2 old shirts from the foundation to my friend Francie, who made me a shirt. She cut pieces off the old shirts and made patches for me. Isn't it great? Thank you everyone again for joining us.
Good morning, everybody. I hope everyone can hear me okay. I'm Sandee Maas, and I was diagnosed in 2011 with scleroderma. It took about 6 months to get this diagnosis. And to tell you the truth, it's been quite a ride. When I was diagnosed with this disease, I was told I had a very aggressive case and it would have to be treated aggressively as well. So I went through some of the most, I would say, toxic treatments. It was a chemo treatment called Cytoxin, and my body decided it did not like Cytoxin. I went into respiratory failure. It was such a shock to my system how all this happened so fast. We were, I was a healthy 46-year-old woman just doing the things I do and raising my family. And all of a sudden, this thing took me out from underneath my feet. After the respiratory failure, I went straight into kidney failure, scleroderma renal crisis. And unfortunately, scleroderma renal crisis is, there's several ways it can play out. You can recover from it, or you can, and your kidneys can come back and just play nice, or you can be like I was, where I had to go on dialysis and eventually get a transplant from my sister Terry. That was in 2013, and I've been doing actually pretty good since then. A couple of bumps here and there. By the way, scleroderma affects your vocal cords, so I apologize for the scratchy voice. I am now currently waiting for my second transplant that my brother has been approved for, and COVID has delayed us just a couple of months, and we're really trying to exercise our patience as we wait for that second kidney transplant to happen. Scleroderma has affected many of my organs, my heart, my kidneys, of course, my skin. I've had gangrene in both hands and had to have surgery. You really have to be your own advocate with scleroderma, but I tell you, when I was first diagnosed, the first place I turned to was the Scleroderma Foundation, and they were a tremendous help in my life in giving me directions on, where I needed to go for treatments or which, treatments were available and trials. So as soon as I was able to give back to the foundation is when I decided the support group leader was probably the best fit for me. I love working with patients, helping them through the difficult times, making them feel more comfortable with some of the things they don't know. And it's just been a really good fit for me. And I so appreciate that Barb has joined me in that role, because we've been a pretty good team with that. I want you to either sign up as a member to be in this adventure, this virtual adventure, or at least if you're not wanting to do that, you can support somebody or just donate to the foundation during this time. We really need your help, and we thank you so much. Go Team Sandee Joe.
So we have clouds today, but thank you, Sandee. She really is the sunshine for many people in our chapter. She provides so much inspiration and is always there for others, no matter what she's going through herself. So our sun is out today with Sandee. Before we move on, I'd like to take a moment to just thank our longtime national sponsors, Actelion and Bowringer Ingelheim, and some of our newest national sponsors, Corbus Pharmaceuticals and United Therapeutics. Many of you know scleroderma is an extremely difficult disease, and we've lost many members to it, and many of you have lost loved ones. So we'd like to take a moment to remember them now. I personally, like many of you, lost my mother to the disease after she suffered for many, many years. So please join us in remembering them now.
These are some of the chapter members that we have worked with individually over the 20 years and that we have lost. And we know there are many more around the country that we come together at our walks, all of our 60 plus walks across the nation. It's a day to remember those that we have lost, to celebrate their lives, and it's also a day to ignite our scleroderma community to come together and grow and learn from each other and to raise funds and awareness of scleroderma.
Yes, and in fact, one of our teams is here today that normally joins us at the walk. Rena's Rebels. Rena and Nate are two of our top fundraisers and participate every year with the loudest, most spirited team. Rena was diagnosed several years ago. She was fortunate, unlike a lot of people who take 3 to 5 years to get diagnosed, in that she was having some other health issues. And a nurse recognized scleroderma and immediately got her to a rheumatologist. But the bad part of that is Rena was told to put on the complaint dancing. We drove panties because it was going to be a difficult ride. So why don't you tell us a little bit about that, Rena?
Hi everybody. I was diagnosed in 2016. Didn't quite know what was going on. And a very alert ER nurse caught my symptoms and told the doctors what to test for. Here we are 4 years later. I'm still alive because I refuse to go down without a fight. I'm healthy. I've done medical trials. And the first thing I did when I was diagnosed was, fortunately, I found this fabulous chapter and Matt Sandee, who is my mentor and my hero. Every day we fight for a cause, or for our cause, raise money, raise awareness. As Cindy said, I've been very fortunate to have an extremely supportive system around me. My company that I work for, Untitled, have been a huge support since day one. My family, my friends, I couldn't do this without all of them. And of course, my husband, who's been by my side since day one, since all of this started. And yes, the walk, unfortunately, went virtual this year, but we can now stay as one and fight together. We make it a family competition. We like to raise funds, see who can raise the most funds. And this year, my standard motto will be strike out scleroderma. More to come.
All right. Thank you, Rita and Nate. And thank you for always bringing such positive energy to our walk.
Oh, in a minute, we're going to check in with some more of our teammates. But we want to talk a little bit about our foundation research efforts. So why are we here? Why are we raising money? You know, the ultimate goal is always to find a cure and to find more effective treatments to help our patients in our community live the best life that they can live with scleroderma. Cindy will tell us a little bit about all of our chapter and national efforts in research.
Thanks, Maria. The Scleroderma Foundation has raised over $15 million since 1989 for peer-review funded research, and we continue to budget over $1 million annually to continue that research. But we still have a ways to go. We still need a cure for scleroderma. So please help us get there by donating today. And in a minute or a little later, we're going to have one of our researchers, Dr. Jason Kolfenbach, join us and tell you a little bit about what's going on in the research world.
Yeah, actually, I'll introduce him right now, and hopefully he's in the bullpen ready to go. Dr. Kolfenbach has been amazing for our community. Not only does he see a bunch of our patients at the Scleroderma Treatment Research Center at UC Health, he also goes above and beyond to serve on our medical advisory board. He speaks at all of our patient conferences when we are able to have patient conferences. And he was happy to stand up today and give up a little bit of a Saturday morning to share with us the perspective of what research funding means to all of our doctors and what it means to the patients ultimately. Let's see, Dr. Kolfenbach, are you there ready to hop on Zoom?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, good. Sorry. I can't see anything yet, but I am here.
Awesome. Well, thank you for joining us, and please tell us a little bit about what you see in your clinical care with some of our community.
Yeah, so I'm one of the docs, as the introduction kind of went. I'm one of the docs at the University of Colorado, and I'm part of the Scleroderma team there, and it consists of some rheumatologists, myself, and new this year, Dr. Melissa Griffith, and then docs in the pulmonary clinic, docs in the hand clinic, and other kind of specialists that can help meet the needs of some of our patients with scleroderma and systemic sclerosis. And I think, just shortly, research means to us, the hope for better treatments to improve people's quality of life and to combat some of the manifestations of this disease that can be, so devastating to some patients. And so I think just in the last 5 years, I think we've had an opening of a lot of treatments that is very exciting for interstitial lung disease. I think the way that we approach pulmonary hypertension has changed in terms of, using not only some medicine for it that we didn't have years ago, but using combinations of medicine. And we learn all that through research, and that research is vital for us to know what combination of medications are effective or what kind of combination of medications may not be. And I think without that critical research, I don't know that we'd be able to offer patients the quality of life that we're hoping for. And I think a lot more needs to be done along those regards, because I think anybody who's on this call this morning who has scleroderma knows is that we need better treatments and we need better treatment regimens. And I think that really, the Scleroderma Foundation has been great in terms of supporting local researchers like Dr. Todd Bull and Dr. Tracy Freck at the University of Utah. But I think more is needed.
And these are a lot of times opportunities for researchers that wouldn't be able to otherwise get started in scleroderma research. So many have gone on to bigger funding from NIH and other important sources of research funding. So we've kind of helped them start their career, and fortunately they have stayed in scleroderma research and mean the world to them.
And to me, one of the most meaningful graphs I've seen is the exponential growth in the amount of research studies that are about scleroderma. The chart looks like this over the last couple of years. Really, research is connecting, and we need to fund more research. If you'd like to make a donation for research today, just visit our chapter website and hit the donate button, and you can earmark your donation just for research.
And Maria and Cindy, can you guys hear me now?
Yes.
Okay, I'm sorry. I don't know how, did I get much of a statement in, or did it kind of cut off early?
It was perfect. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Okay, I'm sorry about that. Thank you for all the work that you guys do in the Scleroderma Foundation in general, and I'm sorry that I'm technically challenged.
Hey, you're right there with us. Yeah. At least you know the medical stuff.
Well, thank you guys so much. Take care.
We're trying not to throw away over here. All right. Next up, we have our chapter board president, Andrew Parr. Andrew has been such a help to me in my year with the foundation and with the Rocky Mountain chapter. Andrew is just a warm heart, and he's always willing to pitch in, and he's been instrumental in the success of our food fight for scleroderma. Andrew, are you there?
Yay. Well, thank you guys so much for being out in the wind today. Hopefully you don't end up in Kansas with Toto. But I just wanted to say, you know, I got my walk on this week. I've done 21 and a half miles so far, which is pretty remarkable for me. And I think you might be able to see there's my dad right behind me here in my office. And my dad was on the board for the Southeast Florida chapter. He loved the walk events that they did down there. And it's just, it's really amazing I think I've been a part of the chapter here for 5 years now in various capacities. And, you know, the walks are a great event, and it's an awesome way to support. For those of you who are connected to my Facebook page, my donations site is still open. So if anybody wants to get in a last-minute donation for today's walk, that would be amazing. And also, you know, I know that the last couple of months have been challenging for everybody, including charitable foundations who do so much work on behalf of our constituents. And I think that if anyone is interested, doing an ongoing monthly donation would be a great way to contribute, where, you know, it's not a big chunk of money out of your pocket all at one time, but a little bit every month, and everything helps. So we appreciate the support, and thank you very much for tuning in today.
Thank you, Andrew, so much. I know Andrew has had a hard year with the passing of his father, and we've just been so happy to be able to support him through that, and he has continued to support us through these tough times. You know, we've been able to unite around Steph's passing and remember our mission and be reinvigorated to just do more, honestly, because that's all you can do is keep doing more. Thank you, Andrew, so much for all that you do, and thank you for joining us this Saturday morning, and great job on logging those miles. You still have a long way to go with this one.
Well, right. I'll keep trying.
So as you know, our walks originally were scheduled for today at Centennial Center Park and tomorrow at Fort Collins. Coronavirus has just made us have to go virtual. So I felt that in Colorado, we are just a busy group of people, too many hobbies, never enough time. So I didn't want to limit Coloradans to just walking. So we, for our stepping out to Cure Scleroderma adventure, it's a 2-month period, May to June. We are halfway through our fundraising period, and as Cindy mentioned, we're just shy of halfway to our goal. Amazing, right? We had no idea how this was going to go. Our captains have rolled with it. There's been some amazing creativity, some great ideas. And next I want to introduce you to Tammy Schell. Tammy is another one of our board members, and Tammy came up with a really cool concept, and all of you can take advantage of this one. Tammy, tell us about it.
It's going to be fun.
Hi, I'm Tammy, and my virtual event is going to be a virtual improv show by the Red Shirt Landing Party. When our walk turned virtual, I was thinking of what could I do that would be fun and people would enjoy, and also give to my cause. And I reached out to my friend and Tributary, the Red Shirt Landing Party. She talked to other members of the party, and they graciously volunteered their time. And Wednesday, June 17th at anytime. They are uber funny, super entertaining, and just a great all-around time. So I really encourage you to join us on the 17th, and you do that by going to my page, which should be up, making a donation, and then you will get emailed to you a link for the show. I've been with the Scleroderma Foundation now for about 3 years, shortly after I was diagnosed. I'm one of those people that took a long time. I had symptoms for over 10 years before I actually finally got diagnosed, and had an ulcer on my finger for over a year before I actually was diagnosed. Scleroderma is not fun. It affects all of us differently. I do have systemic scleroderma, the limited form. So I do have things going on throughout my body that are being affected. This organization is so important to me because of the support group, the education that they provide, and also funding research. It's so important that we continue to fund research and continue to look for a cure. Right now, there is no cure. Doctors are left with being able to treat symptoms and maybe being able to slow the progression, but it is a progressive disease. And any support that you can provide, I really appreciate. Sandee is a wonderful person. She is who I first got to know being part of the support group, and she does a fantastic job as our leader. And I have other great board members that I work with. And so I ask you to please go to my fundraising site. It should be down in the comments, and make a donation and join me on the 17th for the Richard Landing Party's virtual improv performance. Thank you.
Thank you, Tammy. And that just sounds like so much fun, bringing laughter right into our homes. Denver's a little bit ahead as far as we're allowed to have, 10 people and get out a little more. I know some of the places around the nation are still pretty buttoned up pretty tight, and people are looking for ways to laugh and things to do. You can make a donation and your whole family can watch and join in on the improv. There's also one other team captain who has just come up with a really cool idea, and his idea paid off. It's Sal's Piles. They're currently in second place behind this one over here. Sal's Piles, this is their first year as a team. They formed their team to raise awareness for scleroderma and honor their mother, Sally Zellers, who passed away, unfortunately, on Christmas Day in 2017. But I'll let Aaron has a little video. We're going to try the video again. Sorry if it's a little glitchy, but great message. Let's hear from Aaron.
Hi, my name is Aaron Graverson, and I'm stepping out to cure scleroderma in honor of my mother, Sally. My mother was an amazing person, but her life was cut way too short by this disease, and so finding a cure is very important to me. So this year, since the walk got turned virtual because of coronavirus, my wife and I decided to do things a little bit differently. So with our friends and family on Facebook, anybody who donated to our little page, Sal's Pals, could request a song from us, and we would put together some sort of video for them. So it's been a really great way to donate and to have some smiles during this troublesome time. If you want to donate, please do. Everything helps, and thank you for the support.
Aaron has done an amazing job. He is a band director and very musical. He and his wife, if you made a donation to his team during the month of May, they made a song. You could request a song, and Aaron made all these amazing videos. You can view them on his Facebook page. We'll link it up in the comments so you can see those videos. He's amazingly talented, as is his wife. I enjoyed watching them and laughing. Thank you to Sal's Pals and Aaron for all that you've done to raise awareness for scleroderma and make the team competition a fun race this year.
Thanks, Aaron. So these are tough times for many. We do understand that, but we invite you and want you to get involved with the scleroderma community locally. We have a lot going on here in Colorado. You can, for June awareness, Scleroderma Awareness Month, June, right now it's going on. Step out for scleroderma. You can join our Scleroderma Awareness Challenge. Our copy here today is a little water damaged, but you can go to our website at scleroderma.org/Colorado, and we've come up with a list of something you can do every day in June to spread scleroderma awareness. So today's what, the 6th already? You might need to get caught up a little bit, but get on it and you can get through the month spreading scleroderma awareness. You can also attend our support groups or one of our educational webinars at scleroderma.org. Chapters across the country are converting to virtual education, and there's just a lot of information out there from many of our research and doctors who treat scleroderma. Another way to get involved on June 29th, which is World Scleroderma Day. You know why World Scleroderma Day is June 29th, Maria? No. Oh, she does. She's getting at the moment. It's because artist Paul Klee, who was a Swiss artist, had scleroderma, and he passed away from the disease on June 29th, I think in the 1940s. Don't remember the year. And his art reflects the progression of his disease, if you're familiar with him at all. So one thing that we have going on June 29th nationally is our Day of Action. If you go to scleroderma.org, click on the button that says Become an Advocate, it will take you to a page where you can register to learn more about sharing your story with our legislators on June 29th.
And, you know, I have to admit, I was afraid the first time that I went in front of a congressman, but it turns out they're just people just like us, and, it really isn't that hard. And, we'll be with you. And on June 29th, we probably will be doing these meetings on Zoom, so, it's not quite as scary as having to actually go into the office. But we are working really hard to get co-sponsors for scleroderma legislation. It is a great legislation that was on track to be passed for, obviously the pandemic has put a little squash in legislation and lobbying at this point. But our bill is budget neutral, so we have a chance. But we only have a chance if you share your voice and if you sign up and join us on our advocacy effort. And as I mentioned, as you can see, Sandee is just my right hand. She just knows everything about the foundation. We have a great team here in Colorado. We have a great scleroderma family. Please become active, reach out, chat with us, join our support group. Most importantly, as you're doing your June challenges, take pictures, make videos, use the hashtags that are in the post, scleroderma aware, hashtag scleroderma, those sorts of things, so that we can spread the word about all of our efforts. And share your pictures with me because we would love to share them in our chapter newsletters. We are only a piece of our scleroderma community. All of you are our scleroderma community. And we are so glad that we could connect with you today in this crazy Colorado weather. It's going to be sunny again in like 2 minutes, I'm sure. But thank you, really thank you. Please sign up for our virtual adventure and participate your way. Many of us will be walking on World Scleroderma Day in honor of that day and to bring awareness. So thank you for joining us. Hope you stay dry.
Thank you. Please donate. Thank you.
Bye.